Welcome to the beautiful city of Valencia here in sunny Spain. In this video, we're going to show you around the city and share some of the top things to do here. We are starting our day in Valencia in the neighborhood of Ruzafa, described as one of the coolest neighborhoods here in the city. So I've seen a lot of yoga and Pilates studios around and quite a few cafes, so we thought this would be the perfect breakfast spot. As we explore Valencia today, we are going to be using our Wise card. We are such big fans of Wise. We have had an account with them for years. We are frequent travelers, so something like this is super handy to have, and this is the best one we have found. Now, the great thing about Wise is that they use a mid-market exchange rate, which means they have a very competitive exchange rate and you save money on your transactions. We'll share more about the benefits of Wise later in this video, but for now, check out the link in the description below where you can get a free card or a free transfer.
FYI, the coffee here is delicious, and apparently it is roasted by local Valencian women, so maybe there's some sort of community organization feel to this cafe as well.
We have stopped at Santa Gloria Bakery as we've been walking around the city, and we actually came to these guys in Alicante, and they're delicious, and they seem to be like little baby croissants, so we might grab a couple as we walk to the bell tower. With Wise, of course, we're using our Wise card. And for the baby pistachio croissant, look how tiny it is, perfect for on the go, and Corey got a classic croissant, which looks humongous now next to my baby one. This will be gone in 2 bites.
Can't go to Europe without having a croissant for brekkie.
We are making our way towards the bell tower now, but we seem to have stumbled on the shopping area here in Valencia. In the inner city, it seems to have got a lot of stores here, so you can shop to your heart's content. I would like to do that with my Wise card, but I probably shouldn't.
We've made it down to the Cathedral of Valencia now, and here there's a lot going on. There are some market stalls nearby selling ceramics from the local area, people with bubbles. It's very touristy here, but we are going to go into the cathedral and go up to the bell tower, which is called the Miquelet Bell Tower, and apparently it's got one of the most impressive views of Valencia.
As you enter the cathedral, there are actually 2 lines. So if you want to tour the whole cathedral area, that's €9 and you go into the right entrance. But if you just want to come to the bell tower, go left, you can skip the big queue and it costs $2.50 cash only, and we can walk directly up 207 steps to the bell tower. 2 please.
Ticket?
2 tickets.
My legs are getting sore. Ooh.
Okay, well this is leg day, isn't it? Well, we made it. That was one hell of a workout. The legs are hurting, but once you get up here, you have an amazing view. 360-degree panoramic view of the city of Valencia. It's quite big actually. You can see out to the ports, all across the city, and we have the big bell. And some believe this is where the Holy Grail is. Ooh.
You do get pretty amazing views over Valencia here. You get a real better understanding of how big the city actually is. And from up here, something that I've noticed is there are actually so many towers around the city. They're scattered all along, and a lot of them are attached to what look like quite prestigious buildings, churches and things like that. But there's also some other ones that I can see that look like rooftop bars in more modern buildings. So lots of opportunities to get to higher vantage points around the city.
Now we got a traffic light system. So you have time slots, so we got about 20 minutes. So let everyone up, you get 20 minutes, and then they let you down, and then the next slot come up. So they'll say on the speaker, and they also have a green light, meaning we can go down. Directly next to the cathedral and the bell tower is Plaza De La Virgen, so you can combine both of these top attractions in one. It's quite touristy here, so it can be very busy, but the buildings here are so stunning, and there's a few little cafe and souvenir shops as well to keep you busy. During our stay in Valencia, we are staying at Senator Park Central. It has a great location. We are less than 15 minutes walk from the city centre. It seems to be one of the more affordable options in the city, and also still a great place to stay at 4-star rating. So we'll link it here so you go check it out yourself.
Right, we're in the queue now for the Silk Exchange. I think it's only a couple of euros to get in.
This is one of the finest Gothic buildings in existence, dating back to the 15th century. So far, it looks stunning. It cost €2 each, and of course, we used our Wise card. This is incredible. Look up. When they say Gothic, they mean Gothic. Oh my God. I just imagined vampires popping out around the columns here. This is so stunning. It's like a movie set.
So this is actually the contracts room. This is where the negotiations, the contracts will be drawn up, and it is epic. There's these little window seats as well where people are just sitting and they're listening to the audio transcription of what this place is about. And I can just imagine people sitting there arguing over contract details back in the 16th, 15th century. It's just incredible. It's such an amazing place. And the roof is like this concave, very Gothic looking roof held up by these spiral columns. It's just incredible.
It's my favorite thing we've seen so far in Valencia. And look up there, there's like a bat.
Oh yeah.
The place is so spooky. I love it.
The dungeon. Oh my goodness. This is spooky down here.
And orbals on my camera. Oh my God, is this like a crate? Oh, it doesn't feel spooky now, but if it came at night time, very spooky.
Okay, now just behind the Silk Exchange is the Central Market, and we are starving, so we are definitely going to go and find some snacks. We're hoping to find some veggie.
Just something in my belly.
Yeah, we need food, but it looks very beautiful, tiled on the outside. Let's go in and hopefully find some food.
Woo!
So one of the benefits of using Wise is when you're in a place like this, which is so busy, you can actually use a digital card. If you don't want to get your wallet out, you're scared of dropping it or losing bits and pieces, we've just added the digital card to my Apple Pay, and I can just use this or my watch to pay when we're in a market like this. One of my secret missions today was to find some horchata, and we have done just that here at the Central Market. It's made from tiger nut, and it's a local delicacy or a traditional drink here. I've also gone for a little mini croissant, but this is my first time trying horchata. That's delish.
Yeah, I'm excited to try.
It's like an alternative milk.
Naturally vegan then, I guess, dairy-free.
Yeah, I've seen it before, like in some vegan supermarkets and stuff, tiger nut milk. I've never seen it called horchata. Maybe there's something special they do to this to make it so sweet, but it is delicious.
I have also been intrigued to try this. I don't know if that's just the tiger nut being naturally sweet or they've added a lot of sugar to that. Wow, it is delicious though. Wonder if that'd be good warm too. Our second baby croissant of the day. Is this got chocolate inside? Yes. My white top.
Oh la la. This is the central bar here in the market. Central bar in the Central Market, and it's obviously very busy. There's even a queue to line up to sit down, and then you get your order taken. Seems like it's really popular. They're doing food there as well as drinks. Lots of small food like shellfish and little tapas and things. Looks great.
It's lunchtime, which only means one thing in Valencia, and that's paella. It is the birthplace of the famous Spanish dish. So we are just waiting for ours. They take 25 minutes. So when you order paella, they should take 25 minutes because they're cooking it fresh. And it is usually served at lunchtime. So if you have it in the evening, it's not really traditional. It's something that you're supposed to have at lunch. But while we wait, we also went for another classic Spanish dish, patatas bravas. Lunch is served, we have our paella, and as you can see, it's pretty huge. So usually when you order paella, you have to have it for 2 people. So this is a 2-person dish. It's quite tricky actually to find just one portion serving. I did manage to find it at Alicante. I ate there twice. So usually you see a price per person, and it can only be served if more than 2 people order. This is mine and Corey's lunch, and let's dig in.
So we must have ordered at the perfect time, because just after we ordered, a musician came out and he serenaded us with the guitar, played some nice music for us. That's pretty typical here in Spain. It seems that the local musicians will do like a daytime tour of all the eateries, even in the evenings as well, and they'll just collect small tips from each table. Really enjoyed his music, it was really nice, so we tipped as well, and then after he left, our paella came out, so it took 25 minutes, like it was supposed to.
And of course, again, we're going to use our Wise card to pay for lunch.
Another very notable point of interest here in Valencia is the Plaza De Redonda. It is a really interesting circular shaped building built as one structure, and they've got a few cafes and like little market stalls around. And it was originally built fully enclosed, it wasn't open, but now they've opened it up, and it is a significant point of interest here since 2007. Very, very cool.
I don't have to keep on searching. I'm right where I wanna be. I used to be so sad. Now I'm glad.
We are now taking an afternoon walk through the beautiful gardens of Turia. Now, these gardens are absolutely huge. They stretch lengthwise throughout the city. It's actually 9 kilometers long, so you can go for a very long walk, or like a lot of people do in Valencia, they rent a bike so they can explore the gardens and then also explore the city too. But we are going to head down towards the coast, where we'll find the Science and Arts Centre, which is an iconic building here in Valencia.
I don't have to look for
We needed this. It is very hot in Valencia today, so we thought we'd stop and enjoy this very cute cafe that we found in the garden, and a couple of refreshing drinks, including a freshly squeezed orange. Multiple oranges.
Beautiful garden, isn't it?
Oh my god, everywhere. You may have noticed in this garden the jacaranda trees in blue, which means we have purple flowers everywhere. Now, if you followed us when we lived in Australia, you know that occasionally we will be filming and there'll be jacarandas in bloom, which is a big deal over there. They love it, especially in southern Queensland and around Perth. Some fantastic locations to see the city all bloom in purple.
It's 1 in a million, like a dream.
Now, the gardens that we are walking through actually have a really interesting history, and that is that this whole area used to be a river. So we're actually walking on what once was the riverbed, and that is why you can see bridges like this. The river is no longer here. It was rerouted because they had a great flood in the 1950s, which cost, I think, 81 lives. So it was deemed too dangerous to have the river in the city because of the floods. I think that happened more than once. And so it's no longer here, but after a little while, the people of Valencia decided, rather than just leave this empty riverbed, they wanted to make it into a garden. And that is exactly what they have done, and that is why Valencia have this grand, beautiful park. And at the far end of the gardens, you'll come across the City of Arts and Science. Now, this place is supposed to be fantastic for kids, but most people say that this place is something you should see from the outside because the architecture is stunning. And we can agree. As soon as we saw this, we went, wow, it looks really epic. And it's a definite Valencian landmark you have to come and see. Well, we are absolutely blown away by these buildings. All they need is some flying cars and we would think that we were 200 years into the future in some futuristic city. It's so gorgeous, the architecture here, and now I understand why people say you don't need to go inside, just enjoy it from the outside. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like today we have seen 2 incredible buildings here in Valencia, the Silk Exchange and now the City of Arts and Sciences.
The buildings here are so incredible, and the pool structures as well are just as interesting. All along the edges is all mosaic tiles. It would have taken ages to do. This building is currently celebrating its 25th birthday, which is cool. It's been here for 25 years. It looks so much more modern though. It's so fascinating.
Now guys, before you go, make sure you click on the link below if you're looking for your own Wise card. You can get a free one, or you can get your first fee-free transfer up to 1,000 Australian dollars. So go check it out. This is our #1 travel card. We have used it for years and we highly recommend it. Thank you for exploring Valencia with us. We've absolutely loved it here. Such a beautiful city. Share in the comments below your favorite thing that you have seen today in Valencia, and subscribe for more adventures. We'll see you again soon. Bye.